Well, hey, welcome. It is Sunday morning, September 22nd, up here in Kingfield, Maine. I'm Brian, and another one to show this morning, and my trademark statement is, I got a really cool one to show today. But, hey, this is a really cool one. So, did anybody ever know that Martin made some resonators for a little while? It was a very short-lived run, but this is a Martin made in Nazareth. This is an American built. It's got a lot of qualities that sort of remind me of the X series of Mexican Martins right now, like the Stratobond neck and the laminated HPL sides, etc. But this was a Nazareth built Spider single cone resonator, so kind of like a dobro. The difference between a biscuit and a Spider bridge is the Spider has all the arms it sits on top, whereas the biscuit just sits right on top, and the cones face different directions. But anyway, this is sort of dobro-ish, so somewhat, country twang, but anyway, I got a hold of this, and I got a great deal on it because it was in rough shape, as usual. That's how I like to get a hold of things. And the problem with this one had been, this is a solid aluminum top, Stratobond neck, truss rod inside, like I said, aluminum Spider bridge setup like a dobro with HPL laminate, which is a fancy word for, mother of countertop material. And the problem was the back had broken, had a big crack in the lower butt. And I'm hiding the back for a second because I'm really proud of what it looks like now. The lower part was all broken down here, and because it's just that cheap, HPL kind of, Formica stuff, trying to glue it was not structurally holding, and as a result, the body was sort of doing this, on the back because it wasn't being held structurally by the back material. So the action was terrible. It wouldn't really make any sound. So what did I do? I took it all apart, of course, pulled the neck, pulled the back, and then I made this beautiful piece of maple. And this is spalted Maine maple from the town of Dover Foxcroft. It's my son-in-law's family farm, and I've got a bunch of maple from him. So it's a three-piece back. I've got Eastern black walnut strips down here, so sort of, similar in theory to like a D35 where you've got thinner pieces. And it's been thinned down to 1/10 of an inch thick. And then it's got standard regular bracing in the back, so 4 braces. This is not built like a National or a Dobro with a big long tenon running through it. This is just a normal neck joint and then a normal back that's all braced. So I thought, well, why not just make a solid wood back and see if it resonates better. And, I don't really know what they sound like with the plastic body. I'm going to call it plastic because that's what it kind of looks like. But it sure sounds better now. I love the tone of this thing. So, did that. I did it in the blackish kind of a, gray tone, black burst because I wanted to stick with the, black theme of the sides. I did do a neck reset while the neck was off. This is a mortise and tenon. I don't know if they call it the simple dovetail, but it's a mortise and tenon with 1 bolt, and I shaved a little heel material off to get the action nice. And then, once I got it all back together, I decided, you know what, let's make this top look a little bit more old and funky, like an old blues resonator should look. If you look these things up, if you Google the Martin Alternative 2 resonator guitar, what you'll see is that they were almost look like pearl. I mean, really shiny, bright, but, a lot of scratches and stuff because it's just the way they got the sort of patina to look. But it was very bright colored. Same with the headstock. Very bright, shiny looking aluminum. And I just thought, why not give it that sort of old relic look? And so I did the same thing to the resonator cover. And if you see it in the right light, I don't know if I turn it, if the light will show, but there's all kinds of little like rainbow colors in there now from what I did to relic that out. At any rate, it's all back together. Action is set up for fingerstyle or slide. It's a little bit higher down in the 12th area because I like to leave it up a little bit for slide style, but it's still very playable. Has an awesome Fishman pickup system in it that's just a transducer on the bottom of the cone that sounds great. In fact, I finished this up yesterday, then I took it to an open mic that we have here in town, and it sounded great. But I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, who knew that Martin made resonators? And this one is better than it was out of the factory, in my humble opinion. With the wood back on it now and the new finish to it, I just think it's a much better guitar. So very soft. It's got a really nice, just couch picking sound to it. But if you take it out and you want to plug in and do your open mic kind of thing, anyway, early 2000s Martin Alternative 2 Resonator guitar, made in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Solid aluminum top. The sides are HPL laminate. Solid main maple back, spalted with kind of a black burst. Reset neck, great action. Brand new saddle, original nut, original tuners. Just really kind of a cool one, and it's definitely a conversation piece. I'll tell you, at open mic yesterday night, people were kind of going, ooh, what is that? Wow, that's a Martin. Who'd have thought it? So, and kind of relic, I'm going to call it the Martin Mule, sort of in, homage to Matt Ike up there in Saginaw, Michigan, who makes mule guitars. I got one being made right now. I can't wait. So, kind of going for that relic look. Thanks for watching.